Hello and welcome to the first part of my watch collection review. I'm going through my, I would say, major pieces. These are my 5 most important and most influential pieces. And we're going to start with a Seiko SKX 013. I bought that, I believe, in 2016. And it was my daily wearing watch for 3 years. I've been up mountaintops and I've been swimming in the sea with this watch, and I never really had any problems with it. It is a full certified dive watch, so it has a screw down crown and a screw down case back, both equipped with seals obviously, and a 120 click unidirectional bezel. It's 38 millimeter, so it's the smaller sister of the, I believe, for 40 or 41 millimeter SKX 007, and the 007 for me was just too big, and so I bought this one. It has been holding up beautifully and I've never had any troubles with it. Unfortunately, these SKX watches are discontinued now. You can still buy them on eBay. They are not exactly rare. They've become a little bit more expensive, but they're still amazing and beautiful watches. And as I said, there are so many out there. You can just pick one up. The next watch we're going to look at is this beautiful little Omega. I bought that watch probably around 2008, and it was really the first watch I ever noticed that I spent money on it. That watch was about 250 bucks, I believe, and to this day I'm not really quite sure. At that time I didn't know a whole lot about watches, and especially with Omegas, it's a little bit difficult. There's oftentimes something wrong with them. It has an original crown, the movement is original. I think even the numbers are kind of matching as far as that works with Omega, but I believe that the dial at some point was reprinted, and the watch also has this heavily polished Seamaster back, and early Seamasters, I believe, usually were also signed on the front on the dial, so I haven't run the research on this one yet. I just see it as a beautiful watch. In the grand scheme of things, it wasn't that expensive. It has a beautiful movement. It's hand wound. I believe it's 35 millimeters. It has beautiful presence, and it is part of my watch collecting history, and that's why I'm going to keep it, and I'm probably not going to change it. The next watch is a watch that I bought new, and it replaced my SKX as my everyday watch, basically. This is a Baltic Aquascaphe. It's also a dive watch, 120 click unidirectional bezel, screw down backside, and screw down crown, sapphire glass and sapphire bezel. That's pretty neat. And it's also 38 millimeters. So it basically has all the specs like the SKX, except the date. And this watch has this beautiful retro style. It takes so many influences from vintage dive watches, but puts them together in a absolutely beautiful fashion. I've been wearing this one for about a year now, every single day, and I'm really, really happy with it. It is about, I believe, 700 bucks. So if you're in for a beautiful mechanical vintage-inspired watch, there are different colors on that watch too. There's a blue version and there's a version with white lume instead of this faux patina. Just get one. It's absolutely stunning. Then we go to probably my favorite dress watch. This is a IWC from the 1970s. It has never been polished. It's fully original. It's fairly small. I think it's 32 millimeters. It's hand wound. It's an IWC Cal89 movement. As you can see, it's absolutely traditional, beautiful watchmaking. It's stunning. I wish I could look at the movement every single day, but at that time, closed case backs were the norm. Yeah, it has never been polished. It's just absolutely stunning and beautiful. And then we're coming to the last piece of this review, and this is my Rolex. I bought that about a year ago. I kind of wanted one for 10 years. I never could convince myself that I was at this point in my life, I'm 26 by the way, that I should own and wear a Rolex, and I finally now bought one. This is a 1972 1501 Rolex as the perpetual date, that has this beautiful engine turned bezel. It's 34 millimeters in diameter, but because of the engine turned bezel, it has a much bigger wrist presence. It's more like a 36 millimeter watch. For my little teeny tiny wrist, it's totally enough. I actually went to a watchmaker and tested the current 36 millimeter Datejust against the current Oyster Perpetual in this case, and I realized that that was totally fine. This is a really beautiful example, and I catch myself wearing it more often. It's not exactly my daily watch because I'm not comfortable wearing a Rolex every single day, but this is going to stay in my collection, and this really marks some kind of a point in my life. So, thank you for watching this video. As I said, this was part 1 of my watch collection. If you want to see part 2, just click your way through to the next video. I've already linked it down in the description. And thank you for watching, and feel free to comment if you have questions or if you're interested in something.